Hello you guys, this is Greg Wilson with Mishpat Ministries, and I've got another Mishpat moment. And this one's going to be a little bit more open-ended, but I just want to share some thoughts about the law of Moses, what applies to us. So, if you guys know me, you probably know I'm always very strong that yes, the law of Moses, the Torah, applies to us today. Yeshua taught it. He taught the two great commandments: love God with all your heart, strength, and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. And on the rest of the law hangs those two commandments. So the whole law is summed up in those two. And I believe that. But I want to address some questions that could come up for someone that have come up for me, someone who's trying to follow the Torah. And basically, a verse, well, the deal is, some people just quote some verses and they base their stance on that, but they don't look at the other point of view. So I want to be open to the other points of view. So like in the book of Hebrews, it says, now if there is a change in priesthood, there is a change in law as well. And so that brings this whole question of basically Jesus or Yeshua. His priesthood was the Melchizedekan priesthood, which and the temple is the temple, and his sacrifice was himself. So it's a whole different system of drawing near to the presence of God. And so when it says there's a change of law, I want to put this out there. And you guys feel free to make comments below. I would love to hear from you all. But just basically the idea that the Levitical priesthood and the earthly temple could have been replaced by Yeshua, the heavenly temple, and his sacrifice, and that could be a legitimate change in the Torah. So that's what I want to put out there, that I'm kind of considering. And the deal is, Yeshua did say, until heaven and earth pass away, not one jot or tittle will pass from the law. But he said, until all is fulfilled. So it could be, as things get fulfilled, like the Levitical priesthood fulfilled in the Melchizedekan priesthood, there is a change that takes place. So, yeah, as far as what applies to us, all the laws related to, drawing near to the temple and the ritual purification, I'm not sure if those exactly apply, because God's presence that was in the tabernacle, now it's in us. And Jesus, his spirit, he would touch people and he would make them clean. So if we have the purifying spirit in us, and some of those purification laws about washing, just not sure how much they would apply. So yeah, but as far as the moral law, like Romans 7:7 says, I would have not known coveting if the law had not said, do not covet. I think those definitely stand, including the Sabbath, the seventh-day Sabbath. Things that logically can still apply, that nothing has replaced it. Because it says sin is lawlessness, so we don't want to just throw out the law. As far as other parts of the law, the stoning, death penalties, that was the justice. There was courts, and so we have a government, and we have courts, and that there's a process of law. That mercy is there as well, justice as well. So we have to respect the government and how they're executing justice. Yes, it would be ideal if they base their justice off of God's law, but and we can try to make changes. But when Yeshua comes, he will have perfect justice and perfect mercy. But so yeah. Yeshua is our high priest. We draw near to the temple, the heavenly temple. So some of those Levitical laws, not sure so much if they apply. Drop me your thoughts. Shalom.